Greetings one and all. Welcome, pissheads. Welcome back to Adele and Colin's Properly Impressive Show. It's nice to have you here. Colin, how's it going?
Oh, well, it's going tremendously. I've been living on the edge this week, Adele. Yeah. I'll tell you why. I've been mega impressive this week. I've been taking chances left, right, and centre.
Oh.
Today, how rock and roll I am, I ate a Jaffa cake that went out of date on the 2nd of October.
But today is the 6th of October.
Listen,
oh my God.
I know.
This is the sort of high octane action that the pissheads have come to expect. And we got one of the pissheads is here. Welcome, Ian. He's got his Baileys ready to become a pisshead and a pisshead in both of the terms.
Yeah.
Lovely to have Ian here. Tom's here as well. Hello, Tom. And welcome, one and all. Welcome back to the competition of impressiveness that's so far been dominated by me, I say, as the person who's in charge of presenting the beginning of the show today.
I mean, if people will notice that your backdrop is always more impressive, Adele. Look at it. Look.
I have upped the impressiveness of my backdrop. Not only do I have the trophy that Colin passed me the other week, but I've added to my backdrop actual fire.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's quite high octane. I also added these golf balls because I'm trying to learn a very impressive party trick, which I might bust out soon.
Oh, I have nothing.
You have nothing. All you have is a corner by your head, and it's not even a right. Well, you've got one right angle, and you've got one bigger than a right angle. I'd say maybe in the 220-degree range. No, that's too big. I'm thinking about sort of 120 degrees is what I'm thinking. That angle.
All right, you were impressive. Now you're just dull. So yeah, that's fine.
Everyone loves geometry, Colin. Geometry is one of the most impressive skills you can have. But it's not just us talking about geometry and me showing you my balls. We also have some very impressive guests. My impressive guest this week is the fantastic Juliet Meyers.
Hey! Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you. Excited.
Impressive week in any way, shape, or form?
It's been good. It seems like a bit of a blur, like all of the weeks, really.
Yeah.
And it's had a lot of wet dog smell in it because I keep having to take the dog for a walk and then it rains.
You do own a dog, though.
I do own a dog. Yes. Oh no, it's not just one of those posh reed diffusers that you put in. You go make.
I bet that would sell better than you'd imagine. Wet dog.
Yeah, probably would actually. Of people who used to have a dog or want a
just
dog.
sort of people grieving the loss of their dog.
I read the other day that Lemmy from Motorhead.
Yeah.
You can buy a candle that radiates the smell of Lemmy. I presume that was just like whiskey and drugs. I don't know.
Is that like Gwyneth Paltrow vagina candle?
Yes, exactly. There's that.
Yeah, there's that. That's my candle. I'm afraid doesn't smell like either of those things.
That's a shame.
Wow.
That is a shame.
See, with the Gwyneth Paltrow vagina, I've never understood. Does it actually smell of vagina?
I don't think it does. I think what it does is she's trying to make people think that her vagina smells like, I don't know, some sort of wildflower.
Exactly, but I'm like, that's a bit.
We don't believe you.
I think people are complaining and going, that's strawberry.
Yeah. Although I don't know whether you can fully have grounds for a complaint if you haven't got the scent of her actual vagina for comparison.
Exactly.
It's nice to have the tone quite low early on in the show. So we got a floor to build from. You can't. You can't build the biggest structures without strong foundations, and we are right down in those foundations now. Colin, do you want to try and raise the tone with your guest?
Yeah, I mean, weirdly, I didn't have a conversation about vagina candles in my notes today, but we've gone there.
I did. That's the odd thing. I just knew.
Well, with that in mind, let's introduce my guest, who might know what Gwyneth Paltrow smells like. I don't know, but he's a wonderful comedian, a wonderful gentleman. It is Lovdev Barpaga.
Yeah.
Hey.
There he is. Oh, hang on,
Yeah,
guys.
I'm on Team Adele. Team Adele.
No,
Yeah.
no, you're on. There you go.
Sorry, you've been demoted, Lovdev, to Team Colin.
War. Lovdev, before we ask you
Yeah.
how you are, quick question: have you ever sniffed Gwyneth Paltrow?
No.
Ah,
Is it worse than incense sticks? Because
I don't know if I think they're similar enough that there can be they're different, aren't they?
Are
It's
they?
like saying, is sticking your hand in baked beans worse than
sticking it in Gwyneth Paltrow?
Well, yeah, they're different sensations, aren't they? I don't know.
Incense sticks go on forever.
I don't want to
They
commit
just
to.
don't stop. I hate them. I can't
And then
stop.
there's just ash at the end of it, which
Exactly.
I used to love them. I used to stick them out on my
More mess and more
windowsill
smell.
outside my room. And when
Just
I
like a
was a
vagina.
teenager, I used to pretend I was smoking and just hold an incense stick. That was so
Wow.
I'm resisting the urge because I'm with people who are good at puns to say incense can be quite incensing.
It can be.
Love
Could also be
I've made the bar go even lower.
it's all there. Right. Well, Ian said a pelvic floor to build on, which is nice. We will do that. So, Colin, we've got 2 guests. What do we want from them?
Okay, well, we love to invite people on who are properly impressive, like these guys, and we want to start by we've invited them on, and we've asked them whether they would like to bring a party trick or a little bit of a mascot to just introduce themselves. So let's say, Lovdev, what have you got for us? Have you got a mascot or a party trick just to tell us a bit about yourself?
I don't have party tricks. If I've got party tricks, it's probably me just trying to be funny.
Fair enough.
But I've got Mr. Biggles.
Oh,
Mr. Biggles the bear.
Oh,
very cute.
Say hello, Mr. Biggles. Hello.
Oh, he's lovely. Very nice.
Cute. He's got his pajamas on, obviously. It's bedtime.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Nice.
yeah, that's my little mascot.
Has Mr. Biggles been with you for a while, or is he a new addition?
Yeah, he's a new addition. Kind of found him like 10 minutes ago.
You found him?
Yeah.
Found him 10 minutes ago. Did you steal him off one of your children?
Yes. I found him in my son's room. Didn't even know he had it.
Wow.
His trousers are too big for him.
He's beautiful.
That's an impression of me when I walk around my house.
He's still got his
Always
label
laugh
on.
at me.
He's like really gangster. He's still got his label on.
He's well gangster.
Yeah.
This is what gangsters do, don't they?
They do. They do.
Famously.
And people that hang around parks. Yeah, okay. He's very lovely, Lovdev.
He's cute.
Properly impressive. A bear wearing pajamas. Properly impressive. Team Adele, can you top it?
Well, Juliet, have you bought a party trick?
I'm going to try my party trick. It's a crap party trick, but I've got 2 half tricks, really.
Oh, okay.
My first trick is this.
Oh, hang on. We're going to make it big.
Okay.
That's a great party trick.
Annoys people in cafes, really.
Your dog's annoyed right now. It's turned its back on us.
Yeah, your dog has turned around and disgusted that trick.
It's gone. Oh my God. I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. It's a living. Well, it's not a living, but you know what I mean. And the second thing is when you say party trick, my other party trick that I genuinely do at parties quite a lot is go in response to people going, "Are you a comedian? I've got a joke for you." and me going, "Oh, great." And then them telling a joke that A, isn't theirs, because they're like, "I could be a comedian." Then they'll normally tell someone else's joke. So I'll laugh politely. And then after a bit, I'll go, "That's Frankie Boyle, you thief."
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Strong party trick.
I mean,
I alluded to it earlier. Would you like to see the bad party trick I've been working on?
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
Yes.
yes, please.
I'm always quite jealous when I see people who can juggle because I just think it's a very impressive skill. My sister can juggle, and I always want to be better than her, but I can't juggle. But what I have worked out I can do is juggle if I do it very slowly as very individual sort of items. So I have 3 balls, and I can do it when there's only 1 ball in motion.
I mean, okay.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I changed the layout for that. I changed the layout for that. I'm not happy about that. Let's go back to that.
No. All right, Colin. What are you doing?
I didn't know we had to do one. We're on week 8.
I just thought I would raise the game and bring you my juggling, and I'm getting abuse for it.
Oh. Okay, well, look, whilst we introduce round 1, I'll think of a party trick. Is that fair?
That is.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Okay. All right, here you are. Here's round 1. Oh.
Oh, okay, Colin. That's very impressive. Well done. There you go. You can't win by just having cuter mascots. We're here. It's round 1. And what we've decided to do is we've decided to zoom in down onto what makes it so impressive, and that's stuff. And that stuff is going to be in high when I say high definition, I mean it was, and then we zoomed in on it. What I'm basically saying is me and Colin are going to try and trick each other by showing pictures that we've zoomed in on massively and then making the other person guess what they are. So we're on our team.
You've made it sound absolutely filthy, Adele.
I really have, yeah. I've made it, if anything, sound magical. I don't know if Truth was enjoying my juggling or not. John clearly doesn't stick to singing. You don't want to hear me sing, John. That's the sad thing. I think they divide up singing ability per name on a per name basis, and there's some other bitch who got my allocation.
Oh.
Anyway,
well, okay. So basically, we're doing close-ups, and the other team and the viewers have to guess what it is.
Right. Okay.
All right. Shall I go first, Adele?
Go on, Colin. You go first.
Okay.
Show us your close-up.
Let's start with this. I'm going to put it up, and then I'm going to put a banner over it, and I want you to tell me. Here we are. Is this part of this world or out of this world? Oh, what is that? Is it part of where we are on Earth, or is it somewhere else in the galaxy?
So is this a place?
Well, it could be a place or a thing. It could be anything.
What I thought it was initially, I would say it's in this world.
Oh, okay.
All right.
You think it's in this world? I think you're trying to trick us into thinking it's a planet, but I don't think any planet is that color with that colored border.
No.
Oh.
No.
I mean, you've gone straight for
is it an astronaut's helmet?
Astronaut helmet. I mean, that is very good. It's very spherical, isn't it? Juliet, have you got any ideas?
Well, I don't know. I mean, weirdly, I'm seeing a horse with short legs in the reflection. So.
It's one of those blue mirrors that you put in stables. We get it now.
But I assume that is that a flash bouncing off it that's doing that. I don't know. I've no idea what it is really.
I think
that probably is the picture more clearer.
I can't make it any more clearer, Lovdev. No, I can't.
Wait till you see the resolution online, Lovdev.
Well, we need
a kettle.
Part of a kettle. Yeah, why not? We think it's part of a kettle, Colin.
Part of a kettle. All right. So you think?
I think it's the bowling alleys. You know where the balls come out. The gutter. You know the thing where the balls come back. I thought it was that first, but then I thought it looks like a suitcase. Suitcases.
Have we got any guesses from people? A reflection of a helmet. No, we've done that. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what it is. You'd be surprised to know that it is a ballpoint pen. It's a ballpoint pen.
Wow.
So the ball bit I got right.
There you go.
I said ball, didn't I?
You did say ball. Colin, did you take that photograph, or did you find that photograph on the internet?
It's on the internet.
Oh, okay. Well, all of mine are photographs I've taken myself. So
The next two are. Okay. So we're going to go with Adele's first close-up. Adele close-up 1. Here we go.
Number 1. And here is what I'm asking. Is it E.T., a tree, or neither?
Right. I mean, it looks like some kind of alien hand, but I guess you didn't meet an alien.
Well, I have had a pretty busy week.
What do you reckon, Lovdev?
As soon as I saw it, I thought snail's head.
Snail's head?
Snail, yeah.
Yeah.
Juliet,
It's a snail, isn't it? Or a slug. It's one of them.
I can't...
I think...
Took it like from that. Like that.
I think it's a mutant twiglet.
Ah, twiglet, yeah.
Or someone with really bad skin doing that thing, like pretending their fingers are walking.
Oh, lovely, yeah.
Yeah, that would be quite bad skin.
That's pretty bad skin, isn't it?
Some pretty large age spots, if that's what it is.
Wow.
It looks like a slug skin, though. From the little patches on it, like the little brown spot.
Well, Ian has said, knowing my joints, he thinks it's my hand.
Oh my God.
That's a weird hand if it is. I'd go and see a doctor if you can get an appointment.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Well,
it's a giraffe looking in a lake. It's a reflection of a giraffe looking in a lake.
Well, yeah, that clearly. Quite obviously. Colin, go ahead.
Well, we're gonna. I think I'm gonna go with Lovdev. Snail or slug? Snail.
Slug or snail? Okay, I'll let you have either. And here it is.
What is it?
It's a tiny frog.
It's a baby frog.
You found that little baby frog. I haven't seen a
tiny
frog
baby
in years.
frog. That's so my hand was in it, so I point to Ian. But look how small it is.
That is. So that's one of its legs.
That's one of its front hands.
Wow.
It's an amphibian.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So not a snail or a slug, I'm afraid. But anyway.
Nice.
I was close again.
You were very close. Lovdev's always nearly there. Okay. Colin.
Next one. Here we go. This is from me. Close up of something that I did take. I took this one.
Okay.
And with this, what we're thinking
could be anything, mate.
Yes.
Listen.
Could be a carpet.
Is it? Hang on. Where is it? Is it? What we're doing? Oh yeah, we're gonna do. Is it human made or made by Mother Nature? Oh. What do you think? Human made, or it could be anything. You're right, Lovdev. I've gone really close up. What do we reckon?
It looks broadly like baby sick.
Oh, right. So that's literally been human made.
That's very human made, yeah. Juliet, any thoughts?
Is it a selfie that's gone wrong by Ed Sheeran?
Oh, it could be, yeah.
So that would make it human made, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, we've got a few guesses. Tom thinks it's rice pudding.
Interesting.
Ian thinks it's porridge. And Ian thinks it's cornflakes. So a lot of people are thinking it's something in a bowl.
Cornflakes. Oh.
Yeah. Lovdev, what do you reckon?
I have no idea, mate. You've lost me on this one. Is it a carpet?
Okay, so Lovdev thinks carpet. I'm going to say executively, based on my knowledge of Colin's cooking skills from a couple of weeks ago, it's probably something he tried to cook. If you'd seen that, you would know why I'm being so disparaging.
I'm going to give Team Adele a point for that because basically this is my level of cooking. It was, in fact, a bowl of cornflakes. That's what it was. It was a bowl of cornflakes.
Definitely point for Troop as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very good. Very good. Okay.
Go. Right. Oh, yeah. So Adele close up. Oh, that's reveal. So Adele close up 2. Here we go. Right. Adele close up.
Okay.
That's
establishing
hair or hair.
Well, okay. Fur or hair. I have a banner to go with this. It's currently attached to an animal, formerly attached to an animal, or never attached to an animal.
which goes for everything in this one.
Anything could fall into one of those categories. But if you get the correct category now, you'll get a point.
I think because it's that time of year where things Christmassy are popping up around the shops, I reckon it's some kind of Santa's beard that you've seen in a shop somewhere.
Well, you're really far off what other people are thinking. Rob and Ian both think it's weird.
I'd be worried if it was my beard. I reckon it's Velcro.
Velcro.
Okay, Juliet, any thoughts?
Velcro. Good shout.
Is it, because it depends whether it's attached, we don't know if it's been attached. Is it the inside of Donald Trump's mask?
Ooh. Yeah, imagine if I had that photo just on my phone.
And you could see, yes.
Wow. Okay.
What are you going for?
Velcro.
Okay, you think it's Velcro. And I know what it is, so I'm not allowed to guess. We think it's something Donald Trump-esque. Colin.
Click the reveal. Here we go. Velcro, something Donald Trump-esque.
It's my cat.
I've got the same cat as that, Adele.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. She's all ginger, though.
It's Mandy. She's in the room right now.
Is your cat made of Velcro?
No, she's not actually. It's made of sort of like quite very fine fur that gets in like everything and up your nose even when you haven't had your face in her face. Right. So that's my cat. Colin, have we got time for one more? Very quick.
Shall we?
Yeah,
go on.
Okay, quick fire.
Quickly.
First guesses are
what's
the
this?
guesses.
Here we go. Right, what's this? That's a bit too close. I didn't realize it was going to be that close. But we're going to say, is it human, animal, or insect? Human, animal, or insect?
Not insect, I don't think.
No.
Juliet, what do you think?
I'm going insect.
I think it's, God, it's so hard, this one. I think it's human.
Okay, we'll go human. Lovdev, what do you think? Insect?
Yeah.
Okay, Colin, what do we got?
It's the inside of a family friend's nose. Hooray!
Oh, wow.
Mate, you left a bogey in there.
I only took the picture, it's not my nose.
Whose nose is that?
Okay.
I can't even look at that.
Former family friend.
Well, yeah, not any. Oh, that's the worst thing that's ever happened. Okay.
The mascot, yes.
Okay, right. Colin, I've got one more. Mine is somewhat more wholesome. And I've got a question that goes with mine. It's an easy question. Solid, liquid, or gas?
Well, I think it's a leaf, isn't it? Isn't it a leaf?
Leaves are solid, aren't they? This is a trick question. What is leaves made out of?
Well, what's anything made out of?
I think it's a solid.
It's not solid, is it? So it's going to be a liquid, I think. There's water, isn't it? Tree? I don't know.
You can't drink a leaf.
Yeah, but the water, I don't know. Maybe water helps grow leaves.
Okay.
Tom thinks leaves as well. He's going for chlorophyll. Okay.
Okay, we're going to go liquid with what Lovdev said.
I did say solid at first, but
okay, I'm doing the reveal.
Liquid. Okay. It's a plant behind my cat. I felt like I couldn't leave out the other cat, so I just did.
That's a trick question.
That's it.
No, it's a leaf.
There were two
I didn't even see the cat. That's cheating, that is.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know what that was.
It's a solid. It was a solid.
Solid. Again, you can't drink a cat.
You can't drink
I'm going to
a
have
cat.
to Wikipedia about leaves now.
Okay, you go and change Wikipedia, and we will move on to the next round.
I think the winner of that round was photography. Let's move on.
Oh yeah, it's a first prize for wildlife photography.
Round 2. Okay, round 2. We have very impressive friends. There's 2 of them here today. And so they are going to impress us now just by showing us what they do with a little bit of their comedy styling. So I think let's start with Team Colin and welcome to the stage, Lovdev Barpaga.
Hey! Hi, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I'll just introduce myself. My name is Lovdev Barpaga. I hope I said that right. Or as my neighbours like to call me, Lovdev Barbados. Yeah, that's what my neighbours call me, or Dave for short, if that's easier. Yeah, cool. Talking about names, there's a lot of Asian parents these days giving their kids a lot more Western names nowadays. Take for instance my uncle Stephen. Now his kids' names are Reese, Curtis, Ryan, Daniel, Paul, Michael, Jacob, Freddie, Frank, Will, and the dog's name's Buddy, which is quite funny. Bundy, he only understands Punjabi, but he's a German Shepherd. So that's going well. Here's a weird one for you guys. While I was out in my ship, I got raided by some pirates. But weirdly enough, they're all wearing these emoji masks on their faces. So when the Navy came to rescue me, they said, "Do you think you could recognize them again?" I said, "Yeah. They've all got Somali faces." Somali faces. There we go. You can have that one. The other night, I smoked a big fat Cuban. It was the only way I could dispose the body.
Oh.
Yeah, I am on drugs, by the way, people. I'm actually going to a school for drug users. I'm currently in Class C. Thank you. We are looking for some supply teachers if there's anyone available. Good for the pupils, you know. Yeah, I was always the last one behind doing lines, but yeah. What am I like? Yeah, what am I like? I'll tell you what, I think my Colombian neighbour's a drug lord, but you can't tell. You can't tell. Hello, is anyone there? So, what should I tell? I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I'm actually married to a gorgeous Indian woman named Sheila. Sheila Barbados. She's all right, Sheila. I'll tell you how we met. What happened was I saw this pretty woman walking down the street, and behind her was me missus. Sheila's all right. She's all right. Don't worry. Bit of a good news, guys. She's got herself a role in a Bollywood movie.
Ooh.
I know. She's making a big song and dance about it as well. That's one of my favourite jokes. I've had a look at the script. It's a remake of a Star Wars movie. It's called Rogue One Josh. Do you want to know what's even more funnier? My dad actually thinks I'm in love with an Indian boy because I told him I fancied a sat nav. Took it the wrong way. So I went to the gym today and I did legs. Tomorrow, I think I'll stare at tits. Oh, God. Do you want some more? I missed my rental car so bad it hurts.
Hey.
Hey, proper hurts, man. Oh, listen to this, guys. So today I was doing my normal job. I was out on deliveries and this woman answered the door and she said, "Kids, the curry man's here." So I threw a TV at her. Oh, that's it from me. Thank you.
Hey.
I could have carried on, to be honest, but
Wow.
And well, if you're enjoying the show, people who are watching, please do go to coffee.com/AdeleCliff and send us some money. I promise I do distribute it, but I like to be the one to do the dividing because I'm better than Colin at math. I'd take a play. Right. And let's all go wild crazy and whoop and cheer for my brilliant, impressive friend, Juliet Meyers.
To my own applause there. This is what it's like these days. I like the fact that so far on this, there's been swearing, because I do swear. I actually went on a cycling holiday recently, and I know I don't look like a cyclist. I actually got my bike stolen quite early on. And I reported it to the police. It was a beautiful bike. It was blue. I got it nicked, and I reported it to the police. And the police amazingly got back to me and said, we found it. So I went down to the police station and they showed me this purple bike. And I went, that's not my bike. And the guy went, just take it. And I was like, I can't. And he went, and I was like, it's totally... like, and eventually I was just like, I know you guys say you don't see color anymore, but this is ridiculous. I had to practice in the end for my cycling holiday on a Boris bike. I hate calling, you know what I mean by Boris bikes?
Yeah.
London centric. I hate calling them that because A, they weren't his idea, and also B, the definition of a Boris bike surely is that you have the back pedal. Good bit of politics. Here's the thing, like on the cycling holiday, it was in Central America and it was very steep, and the guy said to us, let go of the brakes and you'll zoom down, but if you hold the brakes you'll skid. So I went down and you could have heard me miles away, terrified, going shit. This adorable American lady who was on the holiday behind me was going, oh shoot, oh shoot. And when we got to the bottom, I actually said to her, treat yourself, you're on holiday, say shit. And she went, I could never say that word, I would never say that word. And I was like, just, she wouldn't. Only in America would shitting be worse than shooting. It's you were doing our party trick earlier, and I was like, oh, I feign politeness and people tell me jokes. I genuinely have that. I was at a party recently and this guy said to me, oh my God, I hear you're a comedian. What did you study at university? And before I could say anything, he went, did you study funny studies? And he was so pleased with himself. He banged his thigh and he went, funny studies. And his wife went, he's funny, isn't he? He's a comedian. And I said, no. And bless him, he said, what did you study then? What did you study? And I told him, which is the truth. I said, I studied feminism. And he did this thing. He went, oh, and I'll have to stand up for this. He went, oh, still the camera can't get me. But there you go. He went, oh. And I was like, what is that? I wasn't sure if he was airing his balls or what. In the end, I was so embarrassed by whatever it was. I said, lovely to meet you both. I'm just going to get another glass of wine. I walked away and I caught him just in time when I looked back to ask him what he meant. I caught him just in time looking at me, but mouthing something to his wife. And he was going, lesbian. And his wife went, he went, and his wife went, and he went, and she went, why? And he went, look at her. And she went, so that conversation went on for so long. Wanted to join in the end. Wanted to go, lesbian, nothing wrong with it. Didn't I? No, I didn't. It's none of their business. But it's such a weird perception of feminism in this century that still people think that you have to be gay. The other stereotype I get is from a lovely friend of mine. He's a vegan, he's a zoologist, he's studying the bees dying out. Did you know the bees were dying out?
Yeah.
It's awful if I have to break it to people on a nice little, internet thing. But Bee Gees are also dying out, but that's less of a problem. Probably a good thing. But like whenever he sees me, he still, you know, he's so educated. He's doing his PhD and everything. But whenever he sees me, he always does the same thing. He always goes, "Oh, feminist, have you got your hairy legs on? Have you got your hairy legs on?" And I always say to him, A, my legs aren't detachable. B, when he's dead, you'll be pleased of the long leg-haired feminists walking through the flowers, because that's how we're going to spread the pollen. So there's that. Just enough time to address the elephant in the room, or the dog in the room as he's there. I've had him a while now. I have to say, I got a dog for the unconditional love. Now I've got it. I don't know if I want it. The unconditional love is too much. It's a bit like being a cult leader. Like, oh my God. Most nights now we're just sat watching the telly and all I can see out the corner of my eye is him there. And if I remotely turn around, he's like, you and me. Forever. I just wanted to know I got my flaws, not least while he's sat there, I'm Googling how long do dogs live. We watch the telly and you know, he quite likes I quite like I sometimes just have the telly on to irritate myself and I watch Top Gear and I'll be like, look at those wankers in that car, and then Postman Pat will come on and he'll postman and a cat in a car and he's like, look at those bastards. We both get incensed at the telly. I was walking in the other day and a woman said, I'll leave you on this. See, I think I'm in a comedy club still. I was walking the other day and this woman went, oh, bless, your dog doesn't know he's a dog, does he? He thinks he's a human. And I thought, what if that's all of us? Oh, no. All of us, you know. I mean, in a way, you know, he could do. I just think maybe dogs could do our jobs. You know, he could compare. He could be like, all right, what these sheepdogs in? You with your friends? Did they come of their own accord? Did you have to corral them in? I don't know. Anyway, you've been lovely, and I shall. That's me.
Yay! Thank you. Juliet. I also really like that at the end, as you were talking about your dog, he was just suddenly like, huh?
Like, oh, don't you start about me.
Amazing. Thank you to our brilliant friends. I should say, before we move on to the next round, we, all of us are brilliant, as you've now seen evidence of from everyone. We'd like to help you with your problems. We feel like we're qualified to do that. You know, so if you have a problem you'd like our help with, just pop it in the comments and soon we will provide realistic and helpful solutions. Well done to Juliet and Lovdev. Matthew enjoyed that, and let's move on to the next round.
Round three.
Yay. Welcome one and all to round three. Oh, Colin is still here, thank God. We're doing this round, me and Colin, is we like to challenge each other to do impressive things. As you know, you may have noticed if you tune into the show promptly at 7 o'clock exactly, that we have quite a dramatic theme tune. I'd say it's quite epic. It sort of feels heroic almost. So what we thought we would challenge each other to do this time is to add to the theme tune. So Colin, I challenged you to add to it with your voice, and you challenged me to add to it using moving pictures and my general person. So shall we start with my artistic rendering of a new version of our theme tune?
Yes, I think it's important that people know that the original tune is called Birth of a Hero.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
well, if anything, mine now seems better. I'm glad of what I filmed.
Well, so let's I'll tell you what, let's get rid of this banner because I think that might detract. There we go. And okay, so here is Adele's addition to our theme tune to make it even more impressive.
Okay.
Here we go.
More impressive.
We can't talk over this, but we can
we just have to be impressed and then we talk later.
Here we go, everyone. Enjoy. Wow.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, a hero.
That was great.
A hero.
I
That
thought
was
he was
like
going to
total
disappear when he
wipeout.
went past the tree.
That would have been good too. Yeah.
I mean, it was very impressive. I don't think it's a coincidence that there were 0 children in that park, because all the parents went, there is a crazy lady over there. We're not going anywhere near it.
They definitely did. I also, there was about 4 children in the park. There's a lot of stuff in that park. There's about 4 children, so I obviously avoided them in every shot and went to the thing they weren't on. And eventually, all of their parents went, "What are you doing?" And I had to explain what I was doing to them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Just I own a cape, situations when I have to be heroic.
Perfect. It is like a little miniature. Do you watch Total Wipeout? I love that program.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
love Total Wipeout. Yeah, it's a bit like that. And unfortunately, the outtakes are primarily just me struggling to climb basic climbing equipment. And also one bit that the footage didn't work on. I nearly fell off a swing. So we'll never see that because it didn't save properly and it doesn't work. But I let go of one side, thinking I knew what I was doing better than I did, and it turns out I'd forgotten that makes the swing turn. I nearly fell off it in a cape.
Did you feel like a kid again, though? Did you feel like?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Matthew enjoyed it.
Having fun there.
Yeah. The haunting image of you just looking at the camera whilst on a children's roundabout might haunt me for a little bit, but
it's the only footage I slowed down for some reason, because I thought that's the bit they're going to want to see really soon.
Wow. Well done, Adele.
Thanks, Colin. Now I'm very excited. Oh, wait a minute! Before we move on to your one, great news. Tom just he gets his naked now.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tom. Discuss these later. You can have 15% as long as they cast me as something cool. Great to hear. So, Colin.
Well, what I tried to do with my song has some visuals, but nothing like those visuals. I thought I would celebrate what we've done over the last 8 weeks on this show, Adele, to show how impressive we have been. So this minute and 12 seconds is a celebration of the last 8 weeks. Yeah,
I'm already emotional.
Me too. I just like that a little bit of tea. Here we go. This is the song that we came up with. Here we go. Okay.
From the dawn of time, humans have strived to impress each other, to be top of the food chain, to be top dog. And now, in 2020, 2 of these humans step forward, more advanced than their pathetic, feeble peers, to show us how to be impressive. Properly impressive.
One named Adele and the other Colin, stealth-like, agile, impressively solid, impressing us all by breaking ground like making 3 courses for under £3, smuggling biscuits in a hat, or playing hide-and-seek with a cat. Treat them now like an absolute god, especially when they're dressed like a hedgehog. They're not cowards, they hide in flowers, building towers, taking hours. Knight them with a massive crown. Look, here's Adele behind a cow. Properly impressive, yes indeed. Not afraid to get covered in pondweed. Both are legends, both a hero, and both are doing a properly impressive show.
Right, that was fantastic. That was great.
That was amazing. That was.
I love that.
That last note was.
Yeah. Well, you see, the thing is, I had a cold at the weekend, and that's the only way I got that last. I had a cold.
Wait a minute, Colin. I think we have something else that could explain how impressive that was. Here it is. It's a picture of you winning some trophies for being a good singer.
Yeah, that there is me as a 12-year-old. There we go.
What I love about that article, it said he's got a foul mouth.
2017 champion. There we are.
Yeah. super impressive stuff. Ian thinks you won that round, Colin, which is weird because I was an actual superhero, but sure.
I think for next week we'll combine the visuals and the song, and we'll make a mashup, Adele. That's what we'll do.
Yeah,
somehow figure out how to do both of our skills at once. And my skills are mostly running and then speeding up the footage so it looks a bit faster.
Well, that was a lot of fun. Okay, so look, if you haven't told us your problems yet, we need to know your problems because one's a superhero and one can do low notes, and the other people are also impressive. So let's go into that advice round. It's round 4. All right, so round 4, where we all become your agony aunt, and we are going to impressively solve your problems. And if any of the guests have a problem they want us to solve, we can also chat about that. So what have we got in the mix at the moment, Adele? Has anyone reached out?
Number one problem we've got so far, Tom has asked, should we take any future COVID vaccine, asking for David Icke.
Wow.
That's a very interesting one, because with the flu jab, I was totally against it. I've never ever had the flu jab, but last year, a colleague of mine, he put some words into my ears. He basically said to me, and this is before Corona came out, only like a month before.
Oh, what, you were a fan before it came out with the album?
Before it came out, yeah. He said to me, he said, dude, you know, you got a family, you got kids, you don't want to go home with the flu, you don't want to make them sick. And he said, I got this feeling something's going to happen. And
who is this guy?
If I was you, I would take the vaccine. And I took the vaccine, and then like 2 months later, all this Corona come out. And to be honest, I've had the flu jab, and I felt fine for the whole year.
Wow.
And I probably will take it again.
Is this a real friend, or were you like visited
a real friend, a colleague
in the future?
No, he's a mental health nurse, and he persuaded. He twisted my arm because I was dead against it.
That's not. They don't normally let you carry on doing that when you're a mental health professional.
No, you've got the option whether you want to take it or not. Yeah. It's your choice. But with the COVID, I'm not too sure. I'm back to square one again.
It's going to be a very new vaccine, isn't it? It kind of feels like I don't know what they're putting in there, but you know, surely I was hoping they were going to test it on Donald Trump.
They could have done. They gave him literally everything, including that nobody else has had.
Doing everything. I know.
Oh, I've had steroids. I feel great. Of course you fucking do. You've just been given steroids.
Has he tried the Asda floor cleaning?
Yeah. I think I'd have the vaccine if it was like my childhood doctor, and he had a pot of lollies on his desk when you went in, and you got a lolly. I'd have it then, no problem. Yeah.
I think lollies are very bad in the time of COVID.
True. And now I've
if they're wrapped from the top, you should be okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I still say that my doctor gave me type 1 diabetes, so I don't know.
You can't have it, mate.
Oh no,
no insurance policy.
Wow. Yeah. But you know, would David, you know, but as this person is asking for Dave, I can't remember your name. Sorry, we're asking for David.
Tom, it was Tom is asking for David Icke.
David Icke. I don't know how
you can't help but feel that David Icke's not going to take our advice.
Well, I think he should.
I've got a science degree. He should take my advice.
Oh, well, there you go. Have you? You got a science degree? Nice.
I know. I've got a biology degree. That's how I'm so good at running fast near trees.
That's crazy. I've got a biology A level, but that was really just heating up a water flea in a flask and seeing if it swam faster.
Wow.
You could try that with COVID.
A level, and drawing the epidermis of an onion skin, not an epidermis.
Peel an onion and then look at it under a microscope, and it's like we've all done this. This can't be an A level.
Okay, maybe it was junior school. I don't know, but no. I think I don't know. Scary about the vaccine. I think I would take it, but not I wouldn't rush for it.
I think I would let other people test it first.
Yes.
And then when you see a third eye pop out, you go, well, I'll be all right.
Yeah. I mean, Putin's trialing it, isn't it? He doesn't give people a trial, but he's giving the vaccine a trial. So
I trust him to try it more scientifically than I would Trump's America.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So well, I'm going to take the vaccine. Who knows when and where that will be. Okay, we have another problem. Ian has sent us a problem.
Oh,
how can I answer the 100th invoice query without losing my shit and telling them to read the invoice and accompanying letter that came with it? Ian, this is a problem that I'm sure many people who are self-employed can sympathize with. Any invoicing tips, guys?
Is he sending it to the right email address?
Ian, are you sending it to the right email address?
I've had this problem as well. So this new job I've started, I've got to send them an invoice, but they wanted it in a PDF document rather than a JPEG. Are you sending it by JPEG? Because
you're sending it like by JPEG? What, like it's a paint document? I always send mine as PDF.
When you scan it on your phone. Oh, okay. Scanner. And that's what I was doing, and they were going, "No, we don't want it. We don't want it. We want PDF." Is it a software problem?
Is it a software problem, a hardware problem, or just a problem with the people receiving the invoice? That's what we need to know.
Is it out of this world, in this world, or up a
cat? Or somewhere in between?
Is there only one employee who can answer all the emails, which seems to be the case at the moment?
Juliet, any invoicing tips?
I always do the terribly friendly, I hate having to do this, but I've used the small claims court before, so could you pay? Which is nasty, but saying it in the loveliest way, you know.
Oh yeah, I love it. That's very good. I tend to go for the opposite version, which is I send the invoice and then I don't like confrontation, so I never send them anything again. And it's just, you know, I have to hope that they'll pay me.
Well, that is mostly what I do. But then someone taught me actually, my friend that did it the other way. A friend of mine wrote, I've used the small claims court before and I rather enjoyed it.
Please don't pay my invoice. Let me have the joy again.
Yes, yeah. Whereas I was like, I'm sure it's just, you know, but it was only because one promoter a few years ago said to me, I can't pay you yet. I've got a mortgage. And it's like, well, what do you think? Like, you think comedians are just roaming the streets laughing?
But that's okay. We all live in caravans and drive between gigs.
Yes, wearing a little jester's hat with a bell.
Oh, Ian sent us an update. He says, fortunately, it's not my money, it's work. Oh, don't worry about it, Ian. Doesn't matter.
Why are you bothered, mate?
Saying, please.
Yeah, don't worry about
someone else deal with it.
Yeah.
I like that he said it's work, and even though all of the invoices we're saying are our own work, we're thinking, oh well, it's Ian's work, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. It could be for anyone. It's fine. Well, I hope that was informative to everyone. I feel like we solved a lot of the world's problems there. Yeah. Oh,
we have one more problem if you'd like to.
Oh yes, do it.
Colin, this feels like it might be a problem for you. Ian McDonald says, my problem is that I love putting the clotted cream on my scones first and then jam. I know it's wrong, but it feels so right. How can I get out of this mindset? Ian, you might have started quite the argument.
Turn the scone upside down.
Stay there. Stay there. Talk amongst yourselves. Stay there.
Is Rob going round to your house now to kill you?
Oh yeah, so you'll see Colin. He'll be there. Ian lives in Scotland. He'll be there in a few hours to, I'd presumably punch you and then turn over your scone. Whilst Colin's gone, I can tell you, oh God, he's back. I can tell you that I agree that you should put the cream first. Colin, is that your jam first?
Jam first.
There you go.
Oh,
that's all I have to say about that. So, as you can see, there's the jam is first, then the cream. I can't make it any clearer. I can't.
Well, okay, you say that. Ian says a friend of his bought some strawberry flavoured cream, which solved the conflict.
Ian, look, you're Cornish, Ian. You can't get involved. Don't get me.
Oh, Ian.
The blood pressure has gone up. I'm sorry.
This is a contentious issue. We should probably move on. I hope we've solved some problems. We've certainly started a conflict that will last for many ages. Let's move on to our final round.
Oh, round 5. Who cares?
Welcome to round 5. Colin is staging a silent protest for, I presume, this round until he gets to a pun topic he wants to talk about.
I just thought, we didn't need to get into politics.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, clearly discussion the COVID vaccine was nothing like politics. We got just guns and scream. That was when it got too political. Okay, it's our final round, as you probably know, because Colin won't shut up about it. I'm the current UK pun champion. Oh, here's my belt, just there. And Colin was my predecessor. Lovdev is also a previous UK pun champion. And Juliet's here.
Exactly.
Maybe next year, Juliet.
I feel for this round, Juliet's still going to win.
I'll play with my dog, which isn't a euphemism for anything.
Well, what we're going to do this round is we're going to do some puns. And if you, in the comments, want to tell us what topics you'd like puns about, do tell us. But as our guests, Juliet and Lovdev get to pick some topics for us to pun on.
Just a few.
Juliet, what would you like to hear puns about?
Oh, wow. I would like to hear puns about triangles.
Oh, okay.
Triangles. I mean, that is ridiculous.
Well,
okay.
No, I keep hearing a lot of triangle puns at the moment. I think it's a sign of the times.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
good.
Wow. Okay. Lovdev, have you got a subject that we could also pun about? I don't mean like a mashup, but anything else you want to pun about?
Yeah, cartoons.
Oh, okay.
Cartoons. All right. Okay. All right. Triangles. That's a tricky one. If anyone,
I'll give you another one. Shall I make it?
No.
There's always
No,
three
I like
sides to a triangle.
Yeah.
if anyone,
we'll get into triangles. We'll get into cartoons. If anyone watching wants any topics, tell us what you want.
Yeah. Or if anyone has any puns on triangles or cartoons.
Ian is scattergunning topics. Like any of them might be things that we want to talk about. Thanks, Ian. We will talk about maybe supermarkets, cartoons, superheroes, or India. Okay, well, we should quickly start with some triangle puns. Does anyone have some triangle puns?
Well, I met the German Chancellor, who's actually made of triangles.
Oh.
Angela Merkel. Yeah.
I was speaking to a friend recently and said, Adele, is your favourite angle 89 degrees? And I said, that's almost right. Right.
Well, I said to Robbie Williams, I said, you've gone off circles. Yeah. He said, yeah. I said, I'm loving angles instead. Yeah. I was writing that as I said it. So
yeah, but you couldn't tell it was seamless. Ian has said it's a triangle joke. He says, I needed my triangles in a hurry and I couldn't find them. I was scaling the walls. Nice.
Oh, very nice.
An interesting type of triangle as well.
I don't know much about triangles, to be fair.
I mean, I have 1.5 maths A levels, but I still don't know enough about triangles to give you any useful. I've got some useful words written down. They're just not in a joke form.
I've got a maths joke.
I suppose triangle jokes require a bit of equilateral thinking, and I'm not really.
They're gonna have some kind of point to it, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Colin? What was our next topic?
Cartoons.
Cartoons, yes, please.
Right.
Yeah.
Cartoons. And Lovdev, got any cartoon puns?
Yeah. Do you know the you know what my friends call me? They name me after that Indian hound dog. They call me Rupee the dog. Rupee the dog, because I look like him. No,
Wow. Yeah.
I'm sad.
Colin, have you got any cartoons?
I'm just thinking of them now. I was in the ocean, and I went down to the coral reef, and there was a cartoon dog down there. He was Scooby diving.
I was in the ocean as well, actually, with that same dog.
Yeah.
And I tried to cheat in this underwater race that we were having. I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for those meddling squids.
Very nice.
Sometimes you write a joke that's too niche, and that's one of them. I saw
Very
Freddie
nice.
smoking a joint. They were getting Flintstone. I think it was the Yabba Dabba Doobie.
It's a good thing it wasn't Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
Charlie Brown.
Oh, very nice.
Nice.
Very nice. I can't think of anything. I'm still enraged about this. I'm still enraged. I can't think of any puns.
That's fair. I will say it's not a pun on either of the two top. Well, it's sort of on one of the topics that we have. It's sort of a cartoon pun. I think I wrote my most niche joke this week. Completely useless. So it requires too much knowledge of different TV shows, one of which is no longer popular. But anyway, let's try it.
Yeah.
Which of the heroes from the show Heroes is the most useless when you're the barman in Springfield trying to get stuff done? Mohinder.
It's so layered. It's like a joke lasagna.
Oh yeah, there's a lot. It's a very cerebral comedy I'm going for.
Thanks, Esther.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I think we've got to tell. Has your dog enjoyed any of these puns, Juliet? Because that is going to be the indicator.
Yeah.
I think my dog has enjoyed all of the puns because he doesn't get me doing puns, so he's probably found them all amazing.
Oh yeah, that must be pretty rough for him.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm intolerable. Right, that was a very poor thing of me to do. Let's move on.
Okay, well, listen, I feel that this show has been very impressive. There was one hiccup in the middle. We won't go back to it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have had some very impressive people. Well, who's chipping in now?
Ian's just enjoying the fact that caused more division than the COVID.
Yeah, well, that's
Also, what did you say? Are you saying scone or scone just to make sure the whole thing ends in a bloodbath?
Oh. Yeah. Go on, Colin.
Juliet, come on. Okay, what do you say, Juliet?
I say scone.
Is that wrong?
I don't know, but I say scone.
I have to say, I only ever say the word scone or scone when people are asking me how I pronounce scone or scone. So I don't know. It's the only time it comes up. Because if it's like I don't go out for tea and scones often enough for it to be an issue. So it's only ever an issue in these conversations. And yeah, look, we're not going to know.
Well, what Lovdev? In the Midlands? What do they say?
But they say scone. Can I have a scone, mate? Scone.
Well,
with the
go and enjoy Game of Stones. And listen, right? Okay, we've got to say well done and thank you so much to our impressive guests. First of all, on Team Colin, we had the brilliant Lovdev Barpaga.
Yay! I'm Mr. Biggles.
He's lost his pajama bottoms.
Yeah. I know he's at home, but you're on camera, mate. I guess.
Lovdev, impressive and impressively half-naked bear as well. If people want to find out more about you, how can they do that?
Just follow me on my Twitter handle there at Barpaga. I've also got a podcast that you can listen to. It's called A Crazy Little Thing Called Lovdev. Check that out. Yeah,
should do that. Lovely. And yes, and anything coming up soon that we can watch apart from the podcast?
Yeah, there's the UK Pun-Off, which was founded by Colin Lego originally. He is the founder of the show, and yeah, it's a great show. Just do puns. Yeah, that's it.
On a Sunday, every Sunday. Lovely.
Yeah, you know more than me, mate.
Yeah. Founder, originator, co-creator.
Founder, originator, everything. Yeah.
Right, there we are. Yeah, tune in on the Sunday for that. Thank you, Lovdev. It's been a joy having you. And Adele.
Yay. And my brilliant teammate today is Juliet Meyers. Juliet, where can people find you? What are you doing? What's happening this week? How's your dog?
All of those things. You can find me on Twitter on the handle that should be on the screen. I am hoping to put some more videos up on YouTube soon, and I haven't got much coming up, although I do occasionally do my one-woman show with the damn dog called This Flipping Rescue Dog Has Ruined My Life, so look out for that.
Yeah, great.
If you like dogs, this is quite a cat-heavy... No, it's only you with the cat, isn't it?
It's just me. I'm just very full on with them.
But yeah, follow me on Twitter, people watching. That would be absolutely lovely.
Great. So, yeah, everyone watching, follow Lovdev, follow Juliet, follow Colin, follow me, follow us all. Not in person, though. We don't want to get your COVID. It's been lovely having you this week. And this has been another properly impressive show. We will see all our piss heads again next week. And everybody, let's say goodbye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.